Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, if 2020 has taught me anything about life, it's that you've got to find joy wherever you can. Whether it is, like my girlfriend currently does, smearing M&S chocolate biscuit spread on scones. Do it if that's what you want. If you want to, he says, treat yourself to a brand new Xbox at the age of 35 and take 2 days off work just to play new Assassin's Creed game. Do it, because, well, frankly, that's what I did. Because you've got to be happy. There's no point being miserable. And the same thing goes for cars. That is a bit of a slightly strange segue into introducing my new car, the car that I'm going to be running for the next 6 months. The Volkswagen Touareg, the Brown Baron, has gone. And now I've got a car that's going to bring me joy, I think. Yes, here it is, my new car for the next 6 months. It's a mini Clubman Jcw Works. Basically, as much of an opposite to a big comfy Touareg as you can get. It's obviously an estate mini, but it's still not huge, it's small. It's nice to be in a car that is a decent size for public roads. Now, I actually drove this car back on the launch in July 2019, I think it was, in Germany. And I really liked it, but with all these things, when you're on flat, smooth German roads, everything's quite good. But I wanted to see what it was like to live with in the UK, so I emailed Mini UK, and they very kindly have lent me one for 6 months. Because this is the Clubman Jcw, it is the fast one, you can tell, because look, it's got a red stripe and a Jcw Works badge. It's got 306 horsepower, four-wheel drive, and it'll do 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. And it'll go on to a limited top speed of 155 miles an hour, which I actually did in one of these when we were in Germany, because the route took in the Autobahn, and it got to 155 miles an hour really quickly. So this is a properly fast car. But I was saying at the start of the video, minis, well, they do give you a feeling of joy, and that's half the reason I wanted to live with one for 6 months, because every time I drive a mini, there's something about this, about the cabin, about the way it drives. It does just make you feel good about life. I know lots of people be saying, oh, but it's not mini because it's big. Yeah, it's just a good kind of small premium car brand now, isn't it? It's trying to be posh and put a smile on your face, and that's really what I'm going to be trying to find out. Look, I'm using it. I've got my child seat in there. Got stripy carpets because that's what the BMW press workshop does. It's cool, isn't it? It's like a lawn but in carpet form. Look, you've got Diddy Jcw Work kick plates in the back doors. I hadn't even noticed that. Look, I've only had this for about 3 weeks. I've only done 300 miles in it because we're in lockdown too. I'm allowed out because this is kind of my job. And kind of one of the other reasons that I wanted it is because it's a bit quirky. It looks a bit, I don't know, it looks a bit funky, and I really like the kind of twin rear doors. Sorry, baby carrier, Xbox and stuff in there. It's only got a 360 litre boot, which is actually smaller than the one on a Volkswagen Golf. So although it looks like an estate, the boot isn't huge. But again, I want to test, is it big enough? Do I actually need more? Because part of me thinks that I don't. I've actually already managed to fit a longer bit of guttering in this than I managed to fit in the Touareg. Yeah, I had to pick up a 2.5 metre length of guttering. It actually fitted into this more easily than it did in the Touareg. Okay, let's talk a bit about the spec of this car. I didn't get to spec it myself. It just came from stock from Mini and BMW UK, which is fine. It's in Thunder Grey, and it's got the red roof and the red mirror caps, and it's got black wheels. These are about £36,000 for options. This has got £5,000 worth of options on it, including things like the wheels, the upgraded sat nav, the roof rails, various other bits and bobs, a better hi-fi. And yeah, I quite like it in this grey. It's almost understated. If I'd actually spec one myself, I don't really know what I would have done differently. I probably would have done something tragic with British Racing Green. But I quite like the black bits around the lights. So it's all kind of blacked out, black chrome bits here. I think it looks cool. It's not trying to be too mean. It's just, I don't know, it's quite subtle. As subtle as a car with red door mirrors and a red roof can be. It's got a sunroof, that's an option. I think that's about 800 quid. So it's a separate one at the front and the back. So yeah, you can just open them manually inside at the front and the back. It's got cool sport seats. Let's have a look at the seats. The seats are really cool. They're quite firm, actually. These are the same ones you get in the Mini GP3, the ridiculously hardcore track car. The headrests are quite firm, That is one little thing that annoys me, and my head kind of rests at the top of it and they're not adjustable. But hey, they're 90% decent. Digital dashboard, classic mini toggle switches, and that starter button, which is just the most satisfying starter button to use in the whole of motoring. Brake pedal on, brake pedal off, brake pedal on, brake pedal off, brake pedal. So yeah, this isn't going to be a full review. I just want to introduce you to my new motor. It's my girlfriend's packet of crisps there. You might be getting the hints from this video that she's pregnant again, and you would be correct. There we go. Look, the four-wheel drive badges as well. Performance. So what do I think of it? Well, it's not going to be a full review, but my first impressions are it's very fast. It's got a nice sharp throttle response, as all minis do. Steering's really direct, and it's fun to drive. But it's fun to drive without rattling your fillings. This car's got the 800 quid adaptive dampers, so you can put it in green mode or put it in normal mode and adjust the settings. And it's got a reasonable ride. It's not rattling my teeth out, and it's perfectly livable. So that's my first big surprise with this. The cars I drove on the launch didn't have adaptive dampers, and they were rattly on the old face and other bits, jiggly bits. I've also been really pleasantly surprised by how agile the chassis is, and it's actually quite fun. It moves around a lot more than I thought, and it's certainly more fun in the corners than the BMW M135i is. M135i? M135i? It's certainly more fun in corners than the M135i, as you can adjust it on the brakes and you can drive it like a bit of a lunatic. And it moves around a little bit. But again, this isn't going to be a full review. I want to know what you want to know about this. I've got it for 6 months, got it until about April, May next year. What do you want to know about living with a 306 horsepower mini estate that does 0 to 60 faster than probably a Ferrari from the 1990s, something like that? Tell me in the comments, and thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit my bell. I'll see you soon, somewhere next to a slightly quieter road, I hope.